Happy Monday, crafty friends. So, this is what I worked on this weekend. Okay, at Tuesday morning, they have had, I've got a bunch of these cut out, this Sheena die. Okay, there's a whole set of them called Alchemy. And so this is the test tubes and the stand. And then there's this one, which is a microscope. That's what it looks like. And then there's this one that scales. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I'm going to. So, what I wanted to do was make shakers out of these. And, so, in this one, see the middle one is a shaker. And then I used vellum and acetate and made these clear vials and put little goobly wooblies in there. And I, thick this up. It's got a piece of chipboard in between the paper. And cut it out of this and trimmed it with some of this that Robin gave me. Put some of these dots and little bats on there. And then this is a Jolie sticker. And the magic potion is from Spellcast, I believe. Okay, and this is my magnifying glass. And it's got Mr. Skull and Crossbones in there and lots of shaky goodness. And I thicked it up too. Covered the back of it. And used the purple foil, which I think turned out pretty cool. And these little wood shapes that I'm loving. How do you like my fingernails? They're a party. They're a party. Only the party jumped off of that one. Okay, so I used the Tim Holtz rub-ons for this and this. And then I colored around it so it looks like a little jar of poison. But I think I'm going to, and this looks like the lid is left off. But I think I might heat emboss a silver lid on there. I think that might be kind of cool. Okay, so there are those. I'm going to slide those over. And then here's another one that I did. And it's got eyeballs and bats and fun stuff in there. And then I've got moths and bugs and stars and bubbles in this one. And it says Frightfully Delightful, and it also came from the Spellcast. And then my little skeleton is another Jolie's, and then these dots. So there's that one. And then y'all have seen this stamp that I have I've shared with some of you. Anyway, it's just a stamp, but you can cut it if you can cut a circle out and you have enough circles, you can make yourself a shaker. So anyway, it's on chipboard, and I put silver behind it, and this is silver glitter, and it's got all kinds of bones and stuff in there. And then this one, I put silver foil cardstock back there and skull and lots of fun goodies, and it's all orange. Okay, and then I worked on some embellishment boxes. Okay, so here's the first one. Let me move this over a little. Put it all the way in there. Okay, so I used straws that I cut and glued on, and then I used this creepy stuff from the Dollar Tree and glued that over it. And then this bat is from the Dollar Tree. This is a hand from the Dollar Tree with my scrap jewelry and a bracelet. And then these are one of my little flower doodahs with some pipe cleaners. Chanel stems, I believe is what they call them now. And some of that tubing stuff, and a flower, and a little sun. And I don't have anything inside it yet, but I will. So there's that one. And here's one. And it has this trim that I got. I've mentioned that our Joann's is moving, so they've been having a quote-unquote clearance sale. Anyway, I found this trim there, and that's the only place I've ever seen it, and I went back to try to get some more, and they didn't have any. So anyway, but it's perfect for Halloween. So I glued that around. Then the rat came from the Dollar Tree. The hat came from the Dollar Tree, and I covered it with some paper. Put a little band on it and glued a skull and crossbones. This is a wooden pumpkin that I painted and drew on. Here's an eek, and I made a background for it so it would have a little more importance on there. This is another one of my flowers in that wacky tulle. This is a piece of my junk jewelry. I tied a tulle bow around his tail. And this, I got some ribbon at the Dollar Tree, and this is actually the wire edging that when I took it off of its roll, this was not attached to the ribbon, but you know, we don't throw anything away. So I thought it made kind of a cool, creepy thing to put around there. And then these are just glue dots with these diamond-shaped, that glitter stuck to it. Okay, so there's that one. And here's this one. And I glued Chanel stems around those. This is a spider from the Dollar Tree that I glued this rhinestone on. This is creepy stuff from the Dollar Tree. This is a piece of broken jewelry. This is broken jewelry. There's a trick or treat, and I backed it with a piece of gold to bring out the gold and the jewelry and around. This is one of my flowers with feathers and more of this and this funky tube trim. So there that one is. And there's this one. And it has some yarn that I got at the Dollar Tree that, or I thought it was yarn, but when you pull it apart, it's kind of like webbing. It's like it's crocheted. And it's a flower with the spider, Creep It Real, and more of the creepy tubing. I put some of these gold ball things on there. This is a Tim Holtz, like a little tag. There's just a little sign that says 31. Beware. There's a potion bottle. A skeleton that Robin gave me. A hand. This is some of the trim that I was showing you that I went crazy on at Joann's. And then this is pieces of a broken bracelet. And this is a piece of, I think this was actually an earring. But I cut the back of it off and glued it on there. And then this was an earring, and it's missing part of the pearls, but I think that makes it creepy cool. And then there's a cameo right there. And this one does have goodies inside. They're all the little wooden ones that I've played with and tinkered with. And look at this Volkswagen. I stamped it with spider webs and skulls. I think it turned out pretty cute. And look at this birdhouse. I put glycerin on my, I have a really old Versamark pad that's disgusting and gross. And it wasn't as wet as I wanted it to be. So I added some glycerin to it real thin. And it made the embossing powder stick in clumps right here. And I could have just, shook it off, but I didn't. And look at it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like silver solder. Yeah, that. Anyway, I think that's pretty creepy and cool. And this little teapot. I drew little spider webs on, but I think I'm going to do some with some crackle paint. Don't you think that'd be cool? I do. Put some little doodahs on the witches' hats, and the rest are just sequins and just little funsies. Okay. Close up. Okay, that's all of them, I guess. And I painted a whole bunch of those, like the garland that I made that have the wooden shapes from the Dollar Tree. I got all of them painted and tied on the ribbon. And now I get to do the fun stuff and embellish them all. So anyway, that's what I've been working on this weekend. And I'm just absolutely loving these creepy things. So anyway, whoops. And y'all, I'm so sad because Cruz did a video today of Mr. Bones and the piano. And I don't know if it was the Memphis humidity or the Texas humidity, but here, the porcelain looks like some kind of junk that she got sent in the mail. And I was so sad and so mad and so embarrassed. Oh my goodness. I've never seen something looking like such a bunch of whodunit. And it did not look that way. I mean, thank goodness I did a video and y'all saw what it looked like. I hope and pray she can get it back together because that is totally embarrassing. So, and I used glue that was supposed to withstand anything. You know, with different things, I use different kinds of it, but obviously, that's why I'm thinking it was the humidity that got it. But anyway, Cruz cracked me up because she said, oh, look, she's winking. Well, she wasn't supposed to be winking. Her eyelash just got askew. So, but Cruz, if you want to leave her winking, that's fine. That's fine. And her feather boa was up on the roof. I don't know what was going on inside that box, but it was not as I sent it. Just let me say that. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. Y'all have a great week. Love ya. Blessings.